Hello everyone and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. In this rune casting video, we're going to take a look at one question, the last one remaining for this month, and see what answer the runes give us for this question. We have 3 rune casting videos every month on the 9th, 18th, and the 27th, and they're uploaded right after the Viking Valor videos. You can find the link to the playlist to see all the questions that have been done so far. You'll find it down below in the description box. If the question that you're looking for is not there, and maybe it's not here either and therefore hasn't been done yet, please feel free to write it down in the comments and I'll include it in one of the scrolls. Okay, there's only one left, so let's go take a look and see what the question is. What do I do if I start seeing red flags? Yikes. Okay, so just in case anyone is out there and does not know what a red flag is, red flags are warning signs, basically, just like the literal metaphor of a flag waving when you need help. They're warning signs that indicate that there's someone that is behaving in such a manner that is not healthy for the relationship, and oftentimes we can define them as manipulative behaviors. It's late tonight, sorry about that. Okay, examples of red flags are for example, controlling behavior, very controlling, lack of respect, what else? Love bombing, and usually that's done to make you fall for them, and you have so much love around you, but they're working you over, they're manipulating you basically. And also, of course, any form of emotional or physical abuse. Now, these signs start coming up very subtly, and you may not even notice them, but then what happens is they become much more stronger and problematic over time in the relationship. And they could also lead to toxic dynamics. So, having said that, we want to know if we start seeing them, what do we do? Yikes. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that was good. Exactly 9 stones. Okay, let's see. Okay, Spirit, what do I do if I start seeing red flags in a relationship? What do I do? Okay, we have a lot of answers here. And we have the blank stone. There are some things that cannot be said. Okay, this is definitely part of the answer. Now, this is a little bit farther away. We're going to start from the center right here. But I'll just anticipate it. There are some things that we cannot know. We'll get to it in any case. Don't want to complicate things too much. Okay, so what is it that we do? Now, here I'm picking up Jera, Earth, Harvest. This talks about cycles. Okay, the actual harvesting that you put some work in and then you take it out. What it's telling me is that the red flags have a very slow growth. Okay. In order to find peace, you're going to have to carry out the right action. And since it is talking about harvesting and it has cycles, we know that if you plant the right seed and you nurture it correctly, a beautiful little sprout will appear. And then it'll start growing. It'll be healthy and strong, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. Okay, so you have a beautiful plant, whatever it is that you planted. Okay, if instead you work the earth and you find that what is sprouting is not a beautiful plant, but is weed. Okay, basically the red flags can be associated to weeds. Okay, so what would a farmer do, or what would you do in your garden? You have all these weeds coming out. You know that the weeds are not healthy because they're going to remove all the elements for the plant, and the plant will not get the nourishment. So what do? You eradicate them, right? You clean the earth around the plant, and you get rid of the weeds, of course. Okay, same thing here. What I'm getting for this, it's a reminder that there is a cycle, or there's a process to everything. So just like you nurture the correct plant, okay, a loving relationship, and you obviously keep that person and you nurture them, the wrong person, the red flags that you start seeing, the person that does not have respect for you, the person that abuses you physically or emotionally, they have to be removed, or you have to be removed from that situation, because you could be the plant, for example, that doesn't get the nourishment. So that would be really radical. It's the other person, it's the weed that has to be removed. Okay, it has to be eradicated so it does the plant no harm. It does you no harm. However, sometimes if this weed, depending on the type that it is so strong that it starts to hit the roots, what happens is you tend to save the plant. You remove it and you plant it elsewhere. And then you go and work the land and get rid of everything, okay? And you really use some sort of fertilizer or some sort of a substance to get rid of the weeds. Red flags are not good. They lead to toxic dynamics, as we were saying before. You deserve to be respected all the time, especially if you are the one that is respecting the other person, but you always need to have respect. And unhealthy relationships are built on power and control. Not the power and the energy that we were talking about in the previous reading that is a really good exchange and keeps things going, it keeps everything flowing. But this is like the power to override someone, to overtake them, which is not good. Okay? So be very careful, because this rune talks about the right action that has to be taken in these cycles. The growth is always slow, whether it's positive or negative. So beware, you might not notice it, but the faster you get rid of the weed, the faster you save the plant. Okay. We also have this stone. If I remember well, this came up also in the other readings. This is the ancestral stone. It talks about family. It's Othala. Okay. And it's talking about getting help from those around you, your family members, the people that you grew up with. Okay. Should you by chance start off a relationship and you're investing a lot of love and all that you can give it, but you don't realize it, or you start to see the red flags slowly, you can always ask for help. Okay, because people that have come before you have gone through relationships. They can see red flags even faster than you can. You may not notice it. It could be your first or your second experience, and unfortunately it could be your first bad experience with a relationship that's not very healthy. So you may not see it. Should you have people around you, your family around you, right, that have always loved you, whether these are your siblings, you have a blood relationship with them, or you have really close friends that are your family and that love you, okay? Be careful, because if they notice something, they will help you. They'll say, hey, be careful. That's not really healthy. Oh, no, it's a lot of love. No, it's love bombing. And love bombing is negative. They want to try to overwhelm you with the love, but that's because they're trying to take control of you and then make you feel guilty or something of the sort, okay? Along those lines. You can always see things through their eyes and get experience that maybe you haven't gone through, get it indirectly through them, okay? If you should notice something, ask advice, okay? Because these are the people that will help you to get out of it in time, and that will save you. Some relationships with a lot of red flags, or certain red flags, may lead you down to the road of abuse, and that is a road that you do not want to take. No one wants to take that. Okay, Laguz, water. Okay, remember, if you feel like you are seeing red flags and it is involving, for example, emotional or physical abuse, remember that water cuts stone. You may feel like you are the weaker one because you are being emotionally abused or physically abused. But remember that if you are strong enough to go for help, to resist, okay, and not give in, water can cut through stone. Stone is not stronger than water. Water is, okay? It's the actual strength of resilience, the energy that you have inside of you that makes you strong. You are never weak. In a relationship where there are red flags and you are the so-called victim, remember that you are never weak. You are simply the victim. Someone wants to take advantage of you and wants to overpower you. But this does not mean that you are the weaker one. This is really important to remember. Okay. Then we have Iwas. Okay. This is the death stone. Okay, it symbolizes transformation. So the end of something, enlightenment, and then the transformation. Again, this is another life cycle stone. Okay, and it talks about strength because when we're talking about eradicating weeds, okay, when you eradicate that weed, you think, okay, that's it. That's the end of the relationship because, well, yes, true, but it's the end of a bad relationship, a relationship where you could have ended up being abused if you weren't already abused. Okay, it's the end of it, but it's not the end of you. Okay, this is the transformation. It's the death of various things that you don't need. Okay, the death of outdated beliefs. And then it's followed by healing and transformation of you becoming much stronger and much wiser, which is very necessary because the next time you meet someone, the red flags, you'll spot them like that right away and very quickly. Okay, that's why we needed our friends around us, our family members who have already gone through certain things or they've seen it through other people. They can help us because they can see it much quicker and they'll open our eyes for us. And this is what will happen. Do not be afraid to end the relationship. It's not the end of the world and it's not the end of your life. It's the end of something wrong. It's the end of abuse, the end of disrespect towards you. And that's not wrong. That's right. Okay, last stone up. We have, I like this one as well. This one is quite balanced. This is the Gaz, and it's basically dawn, the day, right? And this marks the end of one cycle and the beginning of the other. You'll notice that these were the ones that were farther away. This one had the transformation in it, okay? This one as well. And this is reinforcing it, okay? What do? You end it. You have two stones, two of them, telling you that it has to end because no one can disrespect you nor abuse you in any way. Okay, this talks all about the ending of one cycle, the beginning of the next one, awareness and transformation, the illumination. As we were saying in this one, you know, okay, you become wiser, and this is reinforcing it. This in fact talks about the light within, the breakthrough, the knowledge that comes through, the awareness, and how it makes you much more wiser because your experience now allows you to see much more. Okay, and that's why we use the concept of the light. You can see it. You can see right through people. You can start x-raying people, by the way. It's like your light will shine right through them and you will see exactly what's inside of them. So the next time you meet someone, because you will, and you will go on because this will not stop you, a red flag, especially a severe red flag, should never stop you. It should stop you in that relationship and get you back on track and keep going on your track, on your path towards a healthy relationship with someone that respects you. And in fact, with this knowledge, you can easily see a person that does not have red flags. And so oftentimes these experiences are for us to grow and to be illuminated within so that when we do meet that person that does not have red flags, we will appreciate them. We will love them with all our heart and we will be finally happy, safe, grounded, and we can sleep at night knowing that we have the right person next to us. And wow, we can say, lucky I dodged the bullet before, right? Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's quite clear what the runes are saying. Eradicate those weeds. You don't need them, okay? And you don't need them to remove all your nourishment, from the earth, okay? Because you need to grow healthy and strong. And like I was saying, the very last rune, the blank rune, okay? Certain things are left unsaid, okay? Certain things are not for us not to know. I walk away. Let's take the situation here where the runes are saying to walk away, to remove yourself from that situation. You may ask yourself, well, what if they could change? What if they were sorry about it? They realize it. That's not for us to know. Okay. What happens to that person if they do change or not? They could. You never know. People might go through transformations themselves. You go through the transformation, you save yourself from that relationship and from the toxicity. Do they? That's not for us to know. Why? Well, because we have our journey to take care of. We have to respect ourselves first. and then we go on. If someone does not respect us, we continue, because during our path, if we meet the wrong person, it means that we're not supposed to go there. We're supposed to go in another direction. It's like a map, basically. So where that person, therefore, afterwards went, if they did get better or whatever, that's their path. That does involve us. We have our path, they have theirs. Okay. So this rune is very important as well, because it's telling you to think about yourself and respect yourself first of all and above all. Okay. You may end up meeting them. You may not. You may never see them again. Doesn't matter. Not for us to know. Not part of our path. Wow. Okay, that was an intense one. These stones are like, wow. Okay. I really, really hope this helps. And I really hope, if ever any of you see a red flag out there, that you take care of yourself first, foremost, and above all. Okay? Get rid of the weeds and grow strong. Thank you so much for being with me, guys. Thank you for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing to my channel, because I really appreciate it. And I really hope that this helps you a lot. Be good, be healthy, and be happy. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one then. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now. From Angel.